Prep for engagement. I heard end of the line. You won't be needing that. And up it comes. You won't be needing that. Out of my way. Elena! Son of a... Elena!
Need some assistance? Albert, take the other side. We three ought to suffice.
Ray.
Status?
Right leg and left arm have sustained heavy damage. Neural circuitry offline in both right hand and left leg. Symbol drive is non-functional at the moment. Current power is being supplied from reserve energy source. In maintenance mode, I have, at most, 56 hours remaining. Advanced processing functions are also limited, preventing movement.
Right. How can I help?
Due to depleted energy levels, I will be unable to perform repairs myself. Furthermore, I can no longer salvage the parts I need from this damaged craft.
Crap. So what are we supposed to do?
Take me offline and destroy me. It is imperative that we prevent our technology from falling into the hands of anyone here.
Are you crazy? What kind of captain would I be if I told my crew to start offing themselves? There's another way out of this. I know it.
Of course. The equipment this life form requires.
Well, you certainly pick very convenient times to start talking.
I speak only when necessary, such as my programming.
To pipe up now because you're absolutely right. My escape pods barely sustained any damage. Think that'd work for you, Elena?
I don't see why not. So long as you can collect enough of what I need. I should be able to restore my motor control systems to previous output levels. Here, this should be everything.
Thanks. You go into maintenance mode. Save your energy best you can. Just keep a comm channel open for me, got it?
Understood.
Ray, I take this to mean we are returning to the site of your ship?
You mind? It's kinda out of the way.
It may be, but we do not mind. We agreed to...
So it's true then, that you have another one just like it.
Now, my pod is hidden in the Larkus Wheel. It's a little bit of a trek, but one worth taking.
Pod is what it's called then. Are they different from meteorites?
Well, I guess from down here, they're technically the same. Anyway, I'll explain what they are in more detail later.
We must first return via the route from whence we came. If we are lacking supplies, we may also want to consider stopping in the village of Ada along the way.
like the look of them.
As long as we remain
Is everyone sufficiently prepared? Very well then. The Larkus Wield awaits.
Let's go! That's how Elena and I got here.
No vessel could fall from such an altitude in one piece. Wait, didn't you say it was broken? And if it's not broken, where in the world
So, Elena, was it? Is that strange-looking person your missing friend, right?
Yeah, as far as I know, Elena and at least one other should be on this planet somewhere. Being alone on a new world can be very scary, so I'd really like to find them as soon as possible.
Right. I know the feeling.
About time for...
Is there truly nothing that can be done for Elena's injuries? First aid, at the very least.
Trust me, I would if I could. As you can see, Elena isn't exactly cut from the same cloth as we are. She's kind of past the point of first aid. All we can do now is to repair her. Well, with Duma's help, there's at least something. Figure something out. Very well then. For now, let us focus on reaching the lost people. Out of my face! Oh, killing me!
Here you go!
Warning. Energy levels low. Insufficient output.
I don't mind.
Enemies, dead ahead! Get the jump on it!
Awesome.
Prep for engagement! Get cocky!
Warning.
think my pod was just a little farther south. Let's keep moving.
Ray, hold a moment. By the looks of it, someone has stolen the march on us.
Friends of yours? Not sure. Don't think so.
Who's there?
Well, that certainly answers my question. Move it or lose it, jerks! We don't have time for this! Let us put down this
Detected
rat.
ahead. Warning. Energy Neutralized. Destroyed. Insufficient output.
Retreat!
Something fishy's going on. How were they able to control the pod like that? Come to think of it, how'd they even figure out it was here in the first place?
Rather than contemplate unanswerable questions, I would advise that you focus instead on the expedient retrieval of the components the android requires.
Hey, Elena. Can you hear me?
Yes.
We found the pod. Just tell us what you need and we'll get to cutting.
Understood. First, remove the pilot seat. Behind it, you should find a panel. Open it.
We get to dismantle it. Excellent.
What? Someone's excited.
I have never seen this. Level of craftsmanship. What tools could produce anything with such impressive detail?
Uncle Midas, work now, ask later.
Next, I will need you to obtain the parts necessary to replace my Symbo drive unit. This will require the removal of the pod's generator. When it's removed, you will be unable to make any more long-range subspace communications.
Roger that. Let me call my brother real quick then. See if I can't get him to hurry it up a little. Computer, get me Antonio Lawrence.
Unable to establish connection.
What? Fine, then try my dad. Get me Raul Lawrence.
Unable to establish connection. Long-range subspace communication. May be unable to reach the Vergold system at this time.
What the hell?
Ray, listen. So long as you're stranded here, you can't afford to lose your lines of communication. My recovery will have to wait.
Sorry, but my captain's intuition is telling me otherwise. We're getting you patched up, whether you, huh? You gotta trust me on this one, okay? Everything will be fine.
Understood. Using the parts parts you salvaged, you'll need to begin by repairing my circuitry, followed by both my arm and hand. At which point I should be recovered enough to repair the remainder of my body myself. Estimated time until completion, 72 hours.
Okay?
That's about the time I expected it would take. Leticia, I know this kind of derails things, but you cool to wait around?
Of course. But Albert and I shall make the most of it. There is little doubt that many in the region witnessed the descent of Elena's craft. We will find out what they make of it. And we may discover the identity of those we caught snooping about your ship.
I don't know.
It is not without its dangers, I grant you. But if there are more of those men out there, it may affect Elena's chances at recovery.
That's true, but it's a lot to ask.
Where friends are concerned, it is a trifle.
Count me in too! You guys will need a healer on hand in case Albert's arm starts acting up again, right?
Your company would be a boon indeed. If my suspicions are correct and those men are with the Empire, then we will need all the help we can get.
We will return to the shrine 3 days hence. Elena should be on her feet by then.
Okay.
Let's make our way back to the Galka Shrine. We have everything we need, correct?
Yep, I double and triple checked the list, just to make sure.
Off we go then. Make yourselves useful.
Leaving combat area.
You
Remain
mentioned
vigilant.
you came from the stars above. Are you telling me another world lies beyond the night sky?
Well, not just one, but yeah, pretty much. Far, far away, some of those tiny little dots you see are inhabited by people like me.
And these star denizens have completely different civilizations and technology than that of our own.
Huh. Yeah, I guess so.
You are now safe.
Whew, we're almost to the shrine. I was really hoping I wouldn't have to go through this mountain more than once.
Agreed. But if it's the price I have to pay to witness something truly fascinating, then I pay it gladly.
I appreciate it. I'm hoping you'll put those skills of yours to the test when it comes to repairing Elena.
Further compensation for the right to challenge the unknown. I will do what I can.
Enemies up ahead. Don't get cocky.
Hey, I recall you saying we had everything we needed. say, I recall you saying we had everything we needed.
Yeah, sorry. We'll head for the shrine as soon as I'm ready. We need to hurry back to Elena. Time isn't on our side here. Hey, you awake? Midas and I are here and ready to help. Just tell us where to start.
I doubt I'll be much help, but I am at your service.
Thank you. I suggest we begin by restoring the Symbo Drive. With that online, I'll be able to maintain power without relying on my limited battery supply. A portion of the main circuit has been damaged. Could you see that it's replaced with the parts salvaged from your escape pod?
On it.
For your safety, I'll be shutting down. Bring me back online once you've finished.
What? Did she just die?
Think of it more like a deep sleep. Alright, let's get to work. Hey, a little help with that?
Oh, right.
Hopefully that did the trick. Let's bring her back.
Good to see you again, Ray. Midas. The repairs you made were a success. Re-establishing Symbo Drive circuitry, diverting power. Next, I must ask you to restore the use of my arms. But that should be the last step for you both. Once you're finished, I'll be able to repair myself without too much trouble. We're almost out of the woods now.
Well now, you heard the lady. Come on, lad. Let's get to it.
Just give me a sec. Today's been a lot.
This is delicate work, Ray. Try to stay focused. Let's save what remains for tomorrow. You've been working without rest for a while now, and I'm worried that it's beginning to affect your efficiency.
I thought we were in a hurry.
Even the most skilled engineers.
I'm not sure what we would have done without your help.
Spare me. We both know I'm only getting in the way. Though, I did learn that you people truly aren't of this world.
Since we're laying our cards on the table, what happened between you and the Crown?
Their purblind highborns decided our work did not merit continuing. The royals, fools that they are, took their side.
And now you've got it out for Leticia?
It's not the girl I dislike, but what she represents. To aid her is to aid the kingdom. So keep your nose out of it.
Yikes. Sorry, just asking.
Warning. Hostile entity detected.
What are you doing with that thing?
Got a problem with my friend, huh?
Any friend of it is an enemy of mine. And I won't let either of you consume another world.
And I think... Just you leave well enough alone.
Not until I'm dust.
Destroy.
Incoming!
Warning. Energy levels low. Insufficient output.
Out of my face!
Warning. Energy levels low. Insufficient output.
You think your tricks will deter me?
Assault. Warning. Energy levels low.
This is a curious phenomenon. But you
go, here we go! Here we go, here we go! Here we go, here we go, here we go! Can't wait to see how much better I do.
I've improved. Nothing can hinder my progress now. 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 Let's see just how much I've improved. Nothing can hinder my progress now. Let's see just how much I've improved. Let's see just how much I've improved. Let's see just how much I've improved. Let's see just how much I've improved.
So damn scared.
Not even one of you. Slip away.
Out of my face! Suck on this! End of the line! Where'd I go?
I'm not letting you grab it. It's world too.
What the hell are you even talking about, man? Out of my face!
Perimeter secured.
Underestimated you. You're far more powerful than I had assumed. I was ill-prepared. You may have won today's bout, but know this. So long as you dare to remain here, you will have to contend with me.
Get back here!
Let him go. It's too dangerous. Elena's repairs also have yet to be finished.
What's going on? Who was that?
Another time, lad. Now we must finish the girl's repairs, and fast.
Ray, we have returned with ill tidings.
Huh? Are you okay? You look terrible.
Blame the weirdo who tried to bust in and destroy Elena before her repairs were done.
What?
With some giant purple-skinned asshole. Who the hell are the people on this rock with horns growing out of their heads?
You guys ran into one too!
I would hardly call our foe a giant, but he most certainly had the skin and horn you describe.
Think our days of taking it slow and steady are behind us.
Perhaps, but for now, you should sleep. You may not have another chance for a while. And you look ready to keel over. We shall stand watch for you. We are more than capable. Please, rest while you can.
Yeah, that might be a good idea, actually. Alright. You guys mind waking Midas up before
Good night, Ray.
Ray? Ray? It's time to get up. You're awake, finally.
Morning to you too. How you feeling?
70% capacity. I can move just fine now.
I slept through your first steps. Some captain I am.
Midas was there for me, in your stead.
Oh yeah? Thanks, man.
Nonsense. Any doctor or inventor would do the same.
Now that I've recovered, I can assist you. So, Captain, status report.
Chloe's down here. Likely on the other side of the kingdom. We're gonna find her. Leticia and the others have promised to help us out, thankfully. Thing is, I kinda had to promise them something in return. That I'd help cajole Midas into returning with them to the capital.
Your efforts on that front will be in vain.
Midas. Should my system see a marked drop in performance, for some reason or another, it would be helpful to have someone familiar with my schematics besides Ray nearby. That way, any problems that arise could be quickly dealt with.
And if I say no?
Then we would bid you farewell, and that would be that. Were I to require help on my journey, I would seek out a local semiomancer or engineer.
Enough, I'm coming. I've Albert's arm to consider after all.
You will?
But I'm only accompanying you lot for purely semiomantic reasons. I reserve the right to leave whensoever I wish.
Appreciate it.
Now, as for Chloe, any idea on how to begin our search?
We have heard from reliable sources that Rythel's ports are meant to reopen in due course. And the quickest way to the easterly lands is by ship through the channel.
Sounds like a plan. Come on, we got a boat with our name on it.
Back. I am still far from proficient.
There is no better teacher than experience. There is no better teacher than experience. All is grist to the mill. All is grist to the mill.
I see I still have room for improvement. I see I still have room for improvement. I see I still have room for improvement. Reporting newly identified prowess. I see I still have room for improvement. Reporting newly identified prowess. I see I still have room for improvement. I see I still have room for improvement. I'll handle this.
'Cause Nina's
Is the
here.
town of Rythel far from our current location?
Yes, to an extent. Rythel is located in Delvier, beyond the region of Larkus.
And that's after we get through the Adali region and the Larkus Weald.
Target acquired.
First, we must go through the Adali region to the west.
Brace for a fight.
Ditched him. After all that focused work, these mountain roads are really kicking my ass.
Just hang in there. A little farther west and we'll be out of the Adali region.
Do you need me to carry you, Ray?
That's not what I meant, damn it. Enemies up ahead.
Roger.
Don't get cocky.
You're surprisingly more used to traveling on foot than I thought, Uncle Midas.
Surprisingly, don't treat me like I'm geriatric. I'll have you know I'm younger than Marcus. I regularly had to travel south to Larkus and Rifle from Ada for supplies on foot.
And you must have taken this route often.
Precisely.
Get ready to fight, everyone!
If we pass through here to the south, we will be in the Larkus region.
Sweet!
Get ready to fight, everyone!
Caution.
Energy levels low. Neutralized. Insufficient output.
What's down here? Sweet! Okay, we're in the Larkus region now, right?
Indeed. Traveling south will bring us to the Delvir region, where Rifle is located. It may also be wise of us to stop and rest in the village of Larset.
Prep for engagement. Village run, all that!
Threat neutralized. Destroyed. Threat neutralized.
Everyone all right?
The town in the south, Rythel. What is it like?
It is a bustling seaport. With the myriad of people that come to and fro, you may very well be able to glean information on the one for whom you search.
But the ships weren't moving the last time we were there.
Here's to hoping they're back up and running.
Let us continue south through the Delvia region.
Threat detected ahead.
Hang back! I got this!
By the way, didn't you guys get attacked by some weirdo the last time you passed through here?
We did.
Can't help but wonder, does he have something to do with the people who downed me and Chloe's pods?
It's still too early to tell. Midas, can we be certain that no race of people resembling that man exists on this planet?
No, not 100%. They could very well be natives of some part of Nilbeth.
Nilbeth?
The continent that lies to the south of Asarius. Various and sundry races inhabit that realm, so it is not out of the question that one of them remains undiscovered.
Now that you mention it, since Elena's pod flew over Nilbeth on the way in, someone there saw it and decided to follow her to this continent.
To that point, Nilbeth possesses technology and semiomancy that neither Asarius nor the Vale Empire do. Perhaps a few overweening semiomancers wish to leverage their position.
Let's hope it's nothing more. Receptive range.
Initiate emergency protocols.
Enemies up ahead!
Destroy. Leaving combat area. Remain vigilant.
Target acquired.
Me for this.
Prep for engagement!
Firing!
general awareness confirmed.
I think we're in luck. You know what they say. When ships come to dock, birds arrive by the flock. This must mean the ferries are up and running again. Like, just look at all those birds.
I doubt a mere fleet of ships brought this many birds here.
Ah, filthy pests!
Maester, are you alright?
I'm fine. I knew nothing good would come from fraternizing with you royals.
I think it's the other way around. It's karma for you being such a sourpuss.
What was that?
Ew, gross! Get away from me! What's up, Elena? Is something wrong?
No.
Ugh, the stench.
Am I crazy, or has the number of people on the streets taken a huge dive?
It certainly has. There seem to be even fewer people than when we were last here. Why?
Sorry to spring this on you all, but can we hit up Dr. Vanel's for a second? I've got a really bad feeling about this.
It's well stocked.
Dr. Vanel, what's going on with the village?
There you are, Nina. I'd love to know the same. It's been this way since the first ferry arrived from the east.
Everyone, do not be alarmed, but I believe we should vacate the area as soon as possible.
Why?
This village might be experiencing an outbreak. If any of you, especially Ray, got infected, it could be fatal.
Wait! But can't we...
Doctor, isn't there something you can do about this? Some medicine or semiomancy you can use?
We have symbols to reduce fever and cough, but those merely treat the symptoms. They are not a cure for the malady.
Let me get this straight. Ships brought this disease with them, right? Meaning it originated somewhere in the east. Thus, worst case scenario, the whole eastern half of the kingdom could become infected too. Therefore, if we just leave this disease to spread...
It would still pose an immense risk to you and Chloe at the very least. Understood. Just to be safe, however, everyone besides Nina should move as far away from this infirmary as possible. I also strongly encourage the use of face masks. Cloth will suffice if none are available.
Gotcha. Dr. Vanel, Elena will provide help. Just fill her in on the details.
Pardon me, are you a doctor?
No, but I have the skills and knowledge comparable to one. Also, it's impossible for me to become infected. I can safely examine the most ill of patients. This is Ground Zero, Ray. Take the others far away from here.
Let's just hole up here for the day. I don't want to incur Elena's wrath.
I'm curious as to what form that would take. I'm sure it would make for quite the spectacle.
You're a braver man than I.
At any rate, I must go. Some of us have to wash feculence from their raiment.
All right, then. In the meantime, we should sit tight until we hear word from Nina and Elena.
Can such flimsy cloth truly prevent us from contracting the illness?
Not really, but it's still better than nothing. Plus, you're not just wearing one for your own health. If you ever get sick, it'll keep you from infecting other people, to some extent.
I don't understand. How does the act of covering one's mouth and nose prevent the spread of disease?
Oh, right. You're not really up on bacteria and viruses, are you? Would really like to ask Midas just how much people here know about that kind of thing, but where is he? Still getting his beauty sleep? Anyone home? Hey, Midas, the hell you still in bed for? Time to...
He could be in danger.
Okay, you got it. Elena, you busy right now? Looks like there's something wrong with Midas.
His temperature is more than high enough to constitute a fever.
Will he be all right?
Still too early to say. We must rush to collect some samples, however. Those birds' feces.
Why do we need that?
Simple. Because it serves as a breeding ground for a specific type of bacteria. That bacteria causes Helgar's disease, or colloquially, the rot.
The scourge ravaging this village is Helgar's disease? And Maester Felgreed?
Leticia, remain calm. It may be a fatal disease for the people of this planet, but it can be eliminated.
Is that really possible?
Yes. I read through all the research in Nina's possession. Using that, we should be able to create an antibiotic. We cannot, however, fashion it out of thin air. I'll need multiple samples of the microbe. As it resides in birds' fecal matter, that's what we'll collect.
Aren't you overlooking something? Rythel is a veritable aviary at this point. With this many birds here, isn't it already too late to save the town?
At first glance, but there aren't many people infected. Why is unclear, but the samples will help elucidate that. Don't worry, I will do the actual collection.
So where do we find these samples? The port?
No, in the many roosts that have sprung up all over town. By observing their flight patterns, I discovered something. Each bird belongs to a distinct social group. If we investigate the nests of these groups, it should yield invaluable information.
We've not a moment to lose.
Anyone home? Anyone home? Anyone home? Anyone home?
So what? We supposed to try and catch some bird turds?
For now, let us try asking the townspeople. Perhaps they can point us in the right direction.
A seabird nicked the bread right out of my hands in front of the tavern. You need to hurry up and do something about those nests.
I finished collecting the sample. Let's...
well stocked.
I finished collecting the sample. Let's proceed to the next roost.
Hey, Leticia, Albert. Is it just me, or have we seen that somewhere before?
No, we have. It's identical to what we saw in the mines.
They possess morphological abnormalities. You said you've seen this species before?
Yes, in the Delric mines.
Right now, Midas's health is our top priority. Villagers can deal with this avian infestation themselves after we found a cure.
Indeed. Yes, I believe we did, Nina. I must give you credit. Selecting the perfect herb from all of our options was no easy task.
Well, after all, it is my specialty.
You have a keen eye. I forgot I even had it stocked. What exactly is that circle?
Do you see the white part of this plate? It's filled with bacteria, organisms that are so small they cannot be seen with the naked eye. It's these invisible organisms that have made your villagers fall ill. As for this circle, it's called a zone of inhibition. It forms around the site where you place your prospective antidote. The larger it is, the more effective your drug is at killing the bacteria. Meaning...
If we give this drug to people, they won't be afflicted by the disease anymore?
Not entirely correct. An antibiotic eliminates the cause of the disease. Whether or not the patient is able to recover depends on other factors.
Regardless, it will still rid the world of Helgars, right? That's quite the medicine. What's more, you don't even need iatromancy to create it.
Elena?
Ray, a moment, if you will.
What did you want to talk about?
Though we only used currently available methods to create it, simply by creating this antibiotic, we'll be exerting our influence over the planet's scientific progress, accelerating it considerably. Are you sure you want to do that?
We've already come this far. Why are you talking like a Fed now?
Because if these people don't know how to properly use the antibiotic, it could give birth to a more resilient strain. The civilizations on this planet have yet to industrialize. They're incapable of manufacturing other drugs to combat variants. They have no means of dealing with allergic reactions to the drug. To be blunt, these people's understanding of bacteriology is almost non-existent. Handing them a medication that could theoretically create more problems than it solves is risky at best, and catastrophic at worst.
So we should let him die?
Ultimately, that is for you to decide.
Then I choose what'll save the most people right now. Sure, it's possible I could be choosing wrong, but that's for the gods and history books to decide. All us mortals can do is think. Think how we can safely help these people. Think how to avoid your doomsday scenario.
Understood.
Morning, Uncle Midas. You feeling any better?
Well enough, but I'm much too old to go through all that again.
You should count your lucky stars since your quick recovery is pretty miraculous.
I heard. It seems I was struck with the rot. I owe you two.
It's all thanks to Nina. Her many years of diligent research are what paved the way for this discovery. Without her research, it would have been almost impossible to find the plant that contained the appropriate compound.
Filberto would be pleased to hear that.
Thanks.
Well, now that Midas is back to form, I say we're eastward bound.
About that. I hate to put a damper on things, but after the disaster with the first one, they've stopped running the ferries again.
Please tell me you're joking. At this rate, we're never going to be able to search for Chloe.
If you've the stamina, I know a way to Kato, and maybe her. The trail leads from where we repaired Elena, and over the peak of Galca Lemphis.
A trail? There?
It fell out of use over a century ago, so I'd be more surprised if you did know of it. Once we're over, we'll make for Mount Codorinth. The herbs for your medicine can be found there. And I imagine the Kato seaport will need said cure if we hope to see their ferry services return in a timely manner, yes?
Then you will assist us. Thank you, Maester Felgreed.
Stop. I'm only accompanying you because of Albert and Elena. And I suppose for the sake of Ada itself, it's not uncommon for the residents to visit flatland settlements. We should have the cure on hand in case one succumbs to the rot.
Excuses, excuses.
Silence, whelp. Now, unless anyone wants to experience what I did, I say we get moving.
The start of a beautiful friendship.
He's just not good at expressing himself, but he'll come around. I'm sure you and Albert can both sympathize with his plight.
Huh? The hell's that mean?
I think I might have an idea.
After we go past the shrine where we met Elena, we'll have to cross the Larkus Weald and the Adali region again.
Northwest it is, then.
As it will likely be a long journey, it may be best to stop in the villages of Delric and Larset to rest or resupply.
Not that long with this one's help.
For sure. We're counting on you, Duma.
Target acquired.
Your opponent has been destroyed.
Enemy. Hang back. I got this.
Item obtained.
We're safe. Enemies up ahead. Suck
Neutralized.
Stay where you are!
Impact warning!
Fly! Gotcha! Cut that to ribbon! Firing! Destroys!
Prep for engagement.
They will regret it.
And got you. I got you. Ditch them.
Prepare yourselves for battle.
Don't get cocky.
Firing!
Prep for engagement.
Will be
Hang back. I got this. We're safe.
target acquired.
Your opponent. Threat neutralized.
Sweet!
Are you certain we shouldn't visit Larset Village, Ray?
We should still be pretty stocked on items, so we can probably keeping on to the north, can't we?
If we do run out of items, we can always turn back as well.
Understood. Ray has always been incapable of managing his items, but having...
We just have to pass through this forest, and we'll be in the Adali region.
The vegetation here makes for poor visibility. Tread carefully.
Target acquired.
All right.
Leaving combat area. Remain vigilant.
We have company.
Firing! Prepare for the work!
hostile.
All right.
Caution.
Threat neutralized. Leaving combat area. Remain vigilant.
Finally back in the Adali region, huh? One step closer to hallowed Mount Galka Lempus.
You know the real challenge begins once we're through Adali, right?
Yeah, it's just a mountain. No big deal. Then we gotta find information about Chloe. Vixstone.
I will be your opponent.
The enemy is before us.
Copy that.
Leaving combat area. Remain vigilant.